Moving on to Euro AUD. Euro AUD. So this is actually one that before I even get into it, I want every single one of you guys right now, if you guys are driving, if you guys are at work, if you guys are at school, if you guys are doing nothing, I need you guys to pay attention with this marker right here, simply because this is very educational. And even though it is considered a high risk trade, which I'm going to answer your question right now, this dude that's fucking spamming in the chat, Alessio, bro, why you're AUD, you want to enter short while the daily trend and are both bullish, isn't it too risky? I'm literally going to answer your question right now without you having to spam, young sir, or ma'am, or he, she, they, whatever. The point is, I need you guys to pay attention to this because this is going to be very educational and this can help you out in the future. And this is just looking at the market on a bigger scale. You're looking at the market on patterns that have happened in the past in specific zones. You're not looking at just small structure and small trend. So I'm going to answer your question literally right now, young sir that has spammed the chat. Right? So every market, we already know this. Once we have created a higher high, we could anticipate a higher low. Once we have a higher high, we can anticipate a higher low. It happens every single time. A market that creates a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and we could anticipate a higher low before continuing to have a push to the upside. So the first thing that I'm looking at on this trade is that we can need a higher low for this to continue going to the upside. We're not fucking doing rocket science here. It's just what the market has to do. But okay, if that's not enough logical analysis that this needs a higher low, you look left. Wow. Last time that we were at this high, so if I were to just take this move right here where we are and we just look left, last time that we're at this high, what do we do? A higher high and then a retracement. This wasn't a higher low because it never created a new higher high, but it had the retracement. But what do we have here at the high? We have a massive liquidity grab, and then we have a undecision candlestick, double wick fill at this level of resistance here. Oh shit. Okay. What the hell? Let me see. Let's take this to where we are right now. What do we have here? A massive push to the upside, a massive doji, and then what do we have? Double wick or double wicks where we can anticipate a wick fill to the downside. So not only do we have the same higher high, we have the exact same price action at this higher high that we've done in the past. We have the exact same double wick dojis in the direction of the trend, and we're at the same exact spot. What can you anticipate from here? For it to just simply repeat itself. Yes, we are bullish. Yes, we are indeed at this level of resistance, and we are creating current price action that is indicating to us that we can have a retracement to the downside. So, my first initial thought process is, well, in order for us to even buy off of the daily time frame on this right here, what do we need? We need a retest of some type of support or resistance in order for this to continue going to the upside. This right here is not retesting any relevant support or resistance. The closest structure point to this is here, and this was back in 2020, which was 4 years ago, and there's no clean price action at this area, meaning that this retest where we are right now isn't really the cleanest retest. This would be more of a clean, relevant retest. Let me explain what I'm seeing here. This market right now has just done a an absurd move like this, which it just broke above all highs. And right now, it's just stopping and retesting this random spot right here. The ideal retest to buy this market is for it to retest this previous structure point, this solid area of interest, to then have the move to the upside. Right here is just stalling a little bit after this massive move that it had due to the fundamentals. Now, this is where we are looking to capitalize off of this specific week, this counter trend trade move to the downside. which is a major opportunity because not only is there great risk to reward, but it is indeed a high probability trade, even though we are not trading with the trend. We understand one, the trend needs this pullback in order for it to continue heading to the upside. It is just the basis of how the market works. The market needs a retracement to continue the push. You need to step with your left foot in order for you to put your right foot forward. You need to put your right foot forward in order for you to put your left foot forward. It just needs to happen for you to do it. And you also have that where it is right now, it is not a relevant level of support in order for this to push this market to a new higher high. This is just not a valid level of support. A valid level of support is going to be something like this, where it's going to have more rejections, more structure points from this area. So if all of this up to this point, before I go into a